Today, I want to talk about 3 pieces of gear I wish I bought sooner. This is one of them. All right, let's finish up this run, then we'll get back in the studio. We'll talk about this. All right, back to the run. This is the rich area. We don't live here. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brendon, and on this channel we talk all things running, from running shoe reviews to beginner running training. It's all here on the channel. So if that's something you're into, hit that subscribe button right down there. And while you're down there, I'd really appreciate if you could hit that like button. Helps out the channel a ton. Okay, today we're talking about 3 things I wish I had bought sooner when I started running. These things, didn't think they'd make a huge difference, but my oh my, did they ever. For each one of these products, we're gonna answer 5 questions. First, why would you even buy this? What is the point and what problem does it solve? Then we're gonna look at alternatives on the market. Is there anything better for you? Maybe what works for me doesn't work for you, so wanna give you all the options. Then I'm gonna tell you how the product works, the drawbacks of the product. Then we're gonna finish it off with how much is the product and is it worth that price point? Starting off with the FlipBelt. What problem does this solve, you ask? To be honest, it solves one of my biggest problems I've had while running, and that is carrying everything. So I carry so much when I go out for my runs. I carry my phone, my GoPro, gels, car keys, sometimes water bottles. I carry so much random stuff. And the issue is I like to wear short shorts. Yes, I know, I'm generous. I like to show off my thighs and all that good stuff when I'm out and about. I'm a generous type of guy. But the issue with short shorts is you can't carry a lot. So sometimes they'll have a pocket for your phone, and most times, more often than not, I found, is that pocket barely fits my phone. Most times it's impossible to fit my phone in the pockets they give you for running shorts. So having a FlipBelt allows me to put all my gear in. I travel heavy, and the FlipBelt allows me to do that. Now there's a bunch of different types of FlipBelts. I have just a standard one, and it works out just fine. But what type of alternatives are there on the market? So a lot of times I've seen people wear like armbands that can fit their phone and that type of stuff in there. I think you can probably carry your keys in there. I've never worn one, so someone in the comments will have to let us know if that armband allows you to carry other things than just your phone. But aside from that, you really only have your pockets. And like I explained, with running shorts specifically, it's really difficult to carry everything I need in just a pair of running shorts. And you know what? When I used to run with just not even running shorts, just normal gym shorts, I found having my phone and keys and everything in my pocket was super annoying. It flaps about, slaps on your knees, kind of comes across your body sometimes, and if you're a man, sometimes that can be quite painful. I'll just leave it at that. So how does the FlipBelt work? Now, I don't like the name FlipBelt because you don't flip anything on this belt. You use these little pocket things here. I'll put some B-roll over here of me putting some stuff in it, but there's these little holes around the FlipBelt, and it pretty much just hollowed out inside, and you can put your phone in just like such, and you're off to the races. I'll put better video because I'm just struggling here, but it carries it quite well, and then you just put it around your waist. Super easy. Now, when I first was looking at FlipBelts, one of the reasons I didn't buy it sooner was I was pretty skeptical that it would stay up on my waist. I have a hard time keeping my pants up, so I was kind of skeptical that the FlipBelt would stay on my waist, but you know what? It stays in place like magic, and I can barely notice it's there. But I will say this is where the disadvantages come in. The FlipBelt can be quite hot. It's a thick piece of fabric, and well, it gets kind of nasty on summer days like today. It absorbs a bunch of sweat. I'm sorry for that picture, but you're gonna wanna wash this. This needs to be washed. So that's one of the biggest downsides. It can also get quite heavy, like I mentioned, if you carry a bunch of stuff in it, but aside from that, I don't see any other drawbacks. So how much is the FlipBelt? The FlipBelt comes in at 40 Canadian dollars, and I think it's like 30 US dollars, so not a bad price. And is it worth it? Absolutely yes. If you carry a phone, car keys, gels, all that stuff, definitely look at investing into a FlipBelt. They're fantastic, and yes, I wish I bought this a lot sooner. It would have saved me a lot of headaches. All right, let's move on to topic number 2, and that is the Nathan handheld water bottle. The Nathan handheld water bottle is, you know what, I'll just say it, it's a lifesaver. I had a big issue of not being able to take hydration out for my runs, and I used to do like a solid loop around my house and stop and get water every loop, but that gets boring pretty fast. Having a handheld water bottle like this allows me to go to explore new trails and just continue on for longer runs and new unexplored routes. So that's the biggest problem this solves for me, being able to take hydration out on my runs. Now, there's a bunch of alternatives for running hydration. There's the Camelback backpacks that you can wear. There's soft flasks that you can use in like Solomon backpacks, put it in the front here. So there's a bunch of different alternatives for running hydration, but I just found that the handheld bottle works best for me. Now, if I go on longer runs, absolutely I will take a Camelback type style or a soft flask. Those are definitely better for long runs. But for like anything under an hour and a half, this handheld water bottle is fantastic. They do have a bunch of different sizes as well. So I have a 350 ml, but I think you can get up to 500 ml. So these handheld water bottles, quite fantastic. And how does this product work? Well, you fasten it around your hand here, just like such, and you can't move it. You shake it all about, it's not budging. It's not budging whatsoever. But I will say, sometimes I have to tighten it up when I'm running a boat, but that's not a big deal. One of the reasons I didn't buy this beforehand is because I thought it would be flipping all the boat, but no, it stays in place quite well, I must say. And aside from that, it functions the same as any other water bottle. It's quite self-explanatory. So what are the downsides of the Nathan soft flask? It can get quite heavy when you have it full with water. Now, I don't really like running with anything in my hands, so yes, it does get kind of annoying, but the benefit of having hydration with me as I'm running outweighs the hassle of having a little bit of extra weight in my arm. Yes, I know, I understand, it's messing up your swing, it's messing up your running technique, but hydration's the most important thing. And you do even have the option, I didn't mention this, you have the option to fill up this little pouch here. I like it, I really like it. So how much is this handheld bottle right here? This one was 45 Canadian dollars, so I think you could probably get it for 30 US dollars, but they have a bunch of different handheld bottles. This one right here is the insulated 350 ml option, but I think you can go up to like 500 ml or down to like, I think it was 200 ml uninsulated, and that was like 20 bucks. So there's quite a range. You'll have to look around, but having any type of handheld bottle is really, really beneficial. I love it. You need to stay hydrated. Make sure you're not just drinking water, drink your electrolytes. The last item on our list is the Hoka Aura recovery slides. What problem does this solve? Well, I really don't know if it's solving any real problems, but I can say mentally, it's making me feel like my legs are getting more recovered. So putting these on after a long run, or even just wearing them around the house, it makes me feel like my legs are being able to recover better, and I think maybe it's a placebo, but these feel amazing. Now, alternatives, there's quite a few different alternatives for recovery slides or padded slides like this one right here. There's the UFOS line, and I think Skechers has like a Hyperburst option. Those are just the ones I know of, but I'm sure there's multiple different options. For me, I went with the Hoka because they were the cheapest option, and I think they look pretty badass too. That's just me. So how does it work? So it's pretty much like, I think it feels very, very similar to a Clifton 7 midsole. So it's just this thick slab of EVA foam, and it really, really does make you feel like you're getting a little bit of protection. So when I'm walking around the house or on pavement, I don't really feel like anything. Really, it feels like the foam's absorbing all the impact, my muscles are able to recover better, my joints are being caressed. just thanks to this little Aura recovery slide. The downsides. There's not many downsides, I must say. I don't know, I can't think of any downsides. Maybe they won't last long, but that's to be determined, because right now, I've had them for almost a month now, and they're absolutely fantastic. The pricing on the Hoka Aura recovery slides, these are 50 Canadian dollars and 50 US dollars. So us Canadians are getting a little bit of discount because 50 US dollars is like 80 Canadian dollars, something like that. So I must say, for 50 bucks, you can't beat it. The UFOs line are like 79, 80 Canadian, so those are expensive. The Skechers Hyperburst, you're not gonna believe it. 100 bucks for a flip-flop of foam. Yeah, right. Okay, that's enough for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you got some value out of this. Make sure to pick up one of these because I wish I bought them sooner, and I know that you will get some sort of benefit. All right, signing out for today. I hope you have a fantastic evening. I will catch you on the next one.